The Jamb registrar, Professor Ishaq Oloyede, says any registrant found to have enrolled more than 50 candidates using suspicious methods will be barred from participating in any Jamb-related activity, including the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) for a period of 3 years. He added that the suspension also extends to preventing registrants from taking part in the examinations of other sister bodies such as WAEC, NECO, and NAPTEC within the same period. He noted that after 3 years, the board will review each case and determine whether to lift the sanction based on the registrant's conduct.
Also identify that lack of training is the problem, is part of the problem. Federal university closest to each of the center, we will need them to re-engage the center. That is, we will not allow any of these centers to do anything with us until they bring a certificate, a letter from a federal institution closest to that center that their staff had been trained on ethical standards. That is, for instance, you are in Bayelsa, there is Federal University of Otuoke. There must be a letter from the university about training your staff on ethical standard and ethical practice. In that case, we would then allow you to continue. If you do that in 1 week, in 1 month, in 2, that's when you will continue with us.
He noted that for registrants who have enrolled fewer than 50 candidates must submit a formal letter of apology and sign a bond of good conduct to avoid future misconduct. He added that all CBT centers involved in infraction, particularly those operated by federal and public institutions, are mandated to sign a bond and provide evidence of staff training in ethical standards. Also speaking at the meeting, former Lagos State Commissioner of Police Fatai Owoseni, retired, stressed the need to tackle malpractice firmly and end discriminatory practices in Nigeria's legal system. He advocated for strict enforcement of laws against offenses such as impersonation and examination fraud.
Apart from the examination malpractices, what we've done under the criminal code is forgery, impersonation. You are supposed to go to prison. Actually, when the registrar started, I said, why do we even have to call you? Because the registrar is aware.
Bashir Gumel, Deputy Provost of Chikora's CBT Center, Bubura, Jigawa State, one of the affected centers, revealed that a local committee had been set up to address infractions, and the committee reportedly summoned those individuals, secured confessions, and committed to restoring integrity at the center. He, however, cautioned about the risk of closing the center, noting its critical role as a first employment opportunity for young people in the area.
There we have summoned all of them to come for fair hearing. We have heard all what they have done, and they've confessed that to return the integrity of our institution, this will not go like that. They have to be punished, and we promise that the mode of action that we have taken will be shared with the Jamb office. And in that regard, again, our center is not an established center in the catchment area where there are very few CBT centers. Thus, we therefore more centers. If our center is closed, then where are we headed? Where are children going for Jamb this thing?
A total of 11 CBT centers were identified for infractions by Jamb.